Say action.
Action.
This is the part where the Maladin found his piece of bamboo for the blowpipe.
The next day, Samad came up to Maladin and showed him his completed blowpipe. He'd been busy working on it since finding the bamboo. Maladin said it looked marvelous, but perhaps a bit short. Samad explained that he had made a mistake when heating it up, so he had to shorten the pipe. Maladin said it should still be good for hunting, but he would have to improve his stealthiness in order to keep up close to his prey. But now they had to test it out and needed to make some darts, so Maladin started looking for what he needed to make them. He went through the jungle and found a specific soft wood needed to use for the dart flight. He started cutting and splitting the wood, a very light and porous wood, into sections of 4, and took them along to where he was going to fashion the darts. All they need and want exists in this exotic green environment. A millennia of living in this place had honed his and his ancestors' survival skills, and he was able to fabricate implements of a very high quality from what seemed like nothing. He then gathered some palm leaves and took the quills from the leaves to use as the dart. Sitting at a cool spot next to a nearby stream, Maladin delicately shaped and cut the dart. The years of survival had taught him how to produce these instruments quickly and effectively. He expertly shaped the palm quill into a fine point, sharp enough to pierce the hide of a squirrel or the feathers of a bird. After a short while, Maladin had fashioned himself a few blowpipe darts, and Samad was ready to test out the blowpipe. They went out searching for some animals to hunt, and like everything in life, when you really need it, it is seldom there. And that seems true of the jungle, too. They spent several hours checking for signs of animal life, studying the tracks and any telltale signs on the plants. After what seemed an age, they both stalked a bird sitting up in the trees. They crept up and managed to get a shot off. Unfortunately, the dart did not find its intended target. They both walked back to set up camp, content with the herbs and honey they had already harvested earlier. Just like in life today, nothing can be taken for granted. Some things go well, and other times they don't. It was a lesson Samad was learning every day, spent with Maladin in the jungle.
After this, they called it a day and hoped for better luck the next day. Maladin had something else for Samad to learn. They awoke once again to the sound of the jungle and made their way along the gully of the valley towards a stream.
The jungle opened up and gave way to a wonderful green avenue of various plants and large boulders dotted along a pathway of water. It was a place where Maladin hoped to catch some fish. They walked along the stream, and after taking a look, Maladin decided that a large pool where the stream gushed in would be a good spot. It had all the right signs. It was deep, well aerated and camouflaged. It seemed the perfect place for a fish to hide. They made their way over the rocks, and with a simple bamboo pole and hook, they began to fish and hoped that the luck would be on their side. Just by them, another jungle resident was busy fishing too. A praying mantis was prodding the water, looking for small fish and water insects to eat. After a while, the luck that they had so hoped would be with them did not materialize, so they decided to try something else. They both got up and walked along the stream and back into the jungle. Maladin told Samad, "It's always a good idea to retrace your steps sometimes, because it is so easy to get disorientated and lost." He told Samad about the time he had to rescue 2 people who knew the jungle well. However, on that occasion, the spirits had disoriented them, and they just kept going round in circles.
In the jungle, you have to keep on looking for food. So it was decided that Samad would try and forage for something to eat. After a while, he suddenly began running back towards Maladin.
He thought he saw a tiger, but having never seen one, the orange flashes he had seen and loud noises he had heard through the leaves made him believe it must have been one. Samad crashed through the jungle and ran as quickly as he could towards Maladin.
Won't the tiger eat them?
Well, he might, but normally they are quite shy and steer clear of people. He told Maladin he'd seen a tiger, so Maladin said, "Let's have a look, but to be careful." He advised him, if it was a tiger, that they should run the opposite direction. Such was its ferocious reputation.
They walked up closely to the spot where Samad saw the tiger. They walked out from behind the leaves. Maladin looked through and had a worried look on his face. He had seen this tiger before, all-powerful and destroying everything in its path. They had come upon an excavator, clearing the land and trees, with trucks filled with earth. The orange flashes someone had seen were the orange color of the machines. Samad asked what they should do. Maladin replied, "We'll do what our people have always done, go deeper into the jungle." And with that, they both disappeared into the green.